Welcome to the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. I want to talk about a new prospect in recruiting. Four-star wide receiver Nick Marsh dropped his top 12. Tennessee clearly in the mix and probably up towards the top. You can see there Nick Marsh is a four-star wide receiver, 6'3", 200 pounds out of Michigan. That's what I really like. I like the size, 6'3", 200 pounds. That's a guy like a Brew McCoy type body or a Cedric Tillman type body. I like the frame. I like what Nick Marsh brings to the table. Some of you may be saying, Boogie, why are we talking about another wide receiver? Yesterday, we're talking about Mike Matthews. We're talking about Ryan Wingo. We're also talking about Amari Jefferson. And today, you drop a completely different name on us. Well, in that video yesterday, are we going to be able to land Matthews or Wingo? If they land one of the two, I think Tennessee's going to be at a really good place. Already got J.J. Harrell in the boat. But what happens if Tennessee strikes out on all three of those guys? There's a recruiting board, right? You're going to go down the board to the next target, and I think Tennessee's going to be just fine. This is something I mentioned in the video yesterday. I think Josh Heupel's offense can click. It can fire on all cylinders without the elite level guys at the wide receiver position. I think you need a quarterback, and you need a couple of guys to protect that quarterback, and then everything else is going to be Josh Heupel scheming guys open, go make plays, and I think Nick Marsh would be a good fallback option. Not necessarily a fallback option, but I'm going to go ahead and say it, a fallback option if you don't get a Mike Matthews or a Ryan Wingo. How many wide receivers do they look to take in this class? We're going to get into it and talk about it. You can see there he is a four-star across all four platforms. The On3 industry rankings have him as the third-ranked player out of Michigan, 15th ranked wide receiver in the country. So we're talking about a fallback option for a top 15 wide receiver. Sign me up for that. We're going to get into it and talk about it. But as always, guys, do me a favor. You know what to do. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. That's quick, free, and easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin' VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't know anything more than you know. This is a community of like-minded Tennessee fans. I think this is the heartbeat of the Tennessee fan base. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live Thursday night, probably around 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to watch the NFL draft live watch party right here on the Talkin' VAWLS Network. So come hang out for that. Should be a good time. And then we're live every single Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. But let's jump into it. Let's talk a little bit more about Nick Marsh. This is an article from 247 Sports by Ryan Callahan. Elite wide receiver includes Tennessee on list of front runners. Says here, highly ranked wide receiver Target, who visited Tennessee this spring, included the Vols on his list of favorites over the weekend. Four-star class of 24 wide receiver Nick Marsh out of Michigan announced his top 12 college choices in a post on Twitter. Tennessee is one of the three easy for me to say, one of the three SEC schools in the running for him. Says the Vols joined Michigan State, Auburn, Ole Miss, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Penn State, Oregon, UCLA, Maryland, and Kansas in a group of front runners for Marsh. Former Michigan State commit, he received scholarship offers from more than 35 schools, including all 12 that are on the list. Here's a quote from Marsh. Beyond grateful for all the opportunity I've truly been blessed with. My recruiting experience has been amazing. Thank you to the coaches that recruited me and showed me love. I've chosen my top 12. Says here the 6'3", 195-pound Marsh, former top 100 prospect in the industry-generated 247 Sports composite, parted ways with the Spartans more than a month ago. He reopened his recruitment on March the 7th after being committed to them for more than 7 months. And that's the thing, when we talk about recruiting and it being fluid, and I know when people say, oh, recruiting's fluid, that's a buzzword. It's what everybody in the media, everybody that's a content creator, I'm guilty, we all say the same buzzwords, but it is fluid. It's constantly changing. And that's why, yes, Ryan Wingo is trending towards Georgia right now, but guess what? He's going to take an official visit to Knoxville. Can Josh Heupel sway him back? Can they get the momentum back? It's the way recruiting works. There's highs and lows. You go on a visit to Georgia, you're feeling all that Bulldog love, and then you turn around and you go visit Alabama. You're feeling all that, and then you go to Knoxville. You feel that love, and it's up and down, but it's who can close the deal, who can seal the deal at the end of the day and make it happen. And Tennessee's going to have every opportunity to get Ryan Wingo back in the boat. And here we are talking about Nick Marsh, a kid that Tennessee has a really good shot at. He was committed to Michigan State for 7 months, and now his recruitment is back open. You're also going to see recruiting change between now and December. It's a lot of these top prospects are taking their visits in the summer and trying to make a decision in July before they go into their senior year of football. But there's a lot of kids out there that are 3-star prospects that are off the radar, nobody's talking about. And they're going to come along as their senior season progresses, and recruiting is going to once again change. The recruiting board's going to change. The targets are going to change. Goes on to say here, less than a month after Nick Marsh decommitted from Michigan State, traveled to Tennessee on the weekend of April the 1st, got an early offer from the VAWLS almost 2 years ago in June of 2021. 247 Sports national recruiting analyst Alan Treyu reported last month following his decommitment that Tennessee was one of a handful of schools he was interested in visiting in the coming weeks. What wide receiver wouldn't want to play in this offense? Unless it's NIL. Are you wanting the big-time NIL money? But Tennessee and Josh Heupel, we don't have to spend that big-time NIL money on a wide receiver because we can get more with less out of this offense. Am I wrong? Am I going down this crazy conspiracy theory, or do you guys agree with me on that? Hit the comment section. Let me know. Here's a quote from Marsh. The weekend here in Knoxville was pretty amazing. Said, got to talk to Kelsey Pope. The conversation was very direct. We had a great talk. The facility and stadium was a very nice thing to see. Working with Coach on setting up an official visit soon. Definitely look forward to coming back. There's a crystal ball for Marsh from October of 2021 to Michigan State. And again, you got to read between the lines here, boys. October of 2021. Does that crystal ball mean anything right now after he's decommitted and reopened his commitment? No, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Let's go on and take a look at his scouting report. Nick Marsh, again, 4-star wide receiver. Scouting report from Alan Treyu of 247 Sports says projected as a Power 5 starter, big physical wide receiver who's played up on the varsity since his freshman year, has always been ahead of the curve as far as strength and size. Also has very good ball skills and the body control necessary to use his size. Contested passes are not really 50-50 balls for him as he comes down with a large percentage of them. So again, I said it, talking about his size, 6'3", 200 pounds, going to be able to add, 15 pounds, get that frame up there, be a guy like Brew McCoy, be a guy like Cedric Tillman, the perfect fit for the outside in Josh Heupel's offense. Go up and get those 50-50 balls. You don't always have to have speed, especially in this offense. When Josh Heupel can scheme you open, like look at Cedric Tillman. He doesn't have that blazing speed like Jalen Hyatt, but he is successful in this offense. And I think, Josh Heupel utilizes guys in different ways. What he did with Cedric Tillman is different than what he did with Jalen Hyatt and different from what he did with Brew McCoy. Says has improved his suddenness and straight line speed. Still has to keep doing that, especially for a player of his size, to create separation at the college level. Shows route running craft and technique. Just has to keep adding to his quickness. We'll have a chance to play early because he will be physically ready. Will be a major red zone threat and a physical mismatch for opponents, and projects as an impact outside receiver at the high major level. So that's the scouting report from Alan Treyu, 247 Sports. So again, 4-star wide receiver Nick Marsh drops his top 12. Tennessee is in the mix. And you say, my gosh, Boogie, 12 teams, what difference does that make? But he's talking about taking an official to Tennessee, which tells me they're immediately in the top 5 because you're only getting those 5 official visits. If you're looking to put Tennessee in there at one of them, then you got to think Tennessee's in a pretty good spot. Now, where does he fall on the recruiting board? Tennessee pushing all in on Ryan Wingo, Mike Matthews, Amari Jefferson. Where does Nick Marsh fall? How many wide receivers is Tennessee going to take? They've already got J.J. Harrell in the boat. But I wanted to bring it to you guys because it's a name that I've not talked about on this channel. So I want to keep you guys in the loop as things, again, recruiting is fluid and they're always changing. So Nick Marsh includes the balls in that top 12. You guys hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on recruiting the wide receiver position. Is my conspiracy theory, am I crazy? Is it about NIL? Is that why we're losing guys like Carnell Tate? Is that why we're losing guys like the kid that went to Oregon? Is it Kyler Casper? Is it because of we are not going to spend that money on wide receivers? We're going to spend it elsewhere and rebuild this defense. You guys leave the comments. Let me know what you think. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise. The link is in the description below, but you can go to bonfire.com/store/talking balls. Appreciate all the support. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. You guys are the heartbeat around here. Keep the lights on. You can join the channel for $1 a month. If you listen to every video and you like the content, you enjoy the live streams, hit that join button down below. Become a member of the Talkin' Balls Network. We would greatly appreciate it. It's only $1 a month. You get custom Talkin' Balls emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But if not, that's cool. Smash the thumbs up. Hit the comment section. Let's talk some Tennessee football because this is the Talking Balls Network, and my name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.